Yeah, so guys, basically the things I look out for before I take a trade, whether I'm trading a small account or a bigger account, especially that I have people I am grooming, okay? People are following up my signals. So these are the kind of things I do before I trade. Now, first of all, when I want to take a trade, I like to go to instruments that about 4 time frames are doing the same thing. That's if 4 hours is on a buy trend, I expect H1 to be on a buy trend. I expect 30 minutes to be on a buy trend. I expect 15 minutes to be on a buy trend, and I expect my entry time frame, the 5 minutes, to also be on the time frame. What's that? 4 hours, H1, M30, M50, and 5 minutes. That's basically 5 time frames has got to be doing the same thing. Yeah, you may not always have such setups all the time, but those are the best setups to actually take. Okay, now looking at this trade right here, I took this trade based on this very condition I'm telling you now. So as you can see, let me explain this using the V75IS index. So right here, as you can see in this very time frame, you will notice that um, H1 is doing an upward movement, and there is a change of character. This is H4. H4 also started an upward movement, and what we have here is a change of character. There's a change of character here at this point here when this last swing high was taken out. This last swing high has been taken out by all of these other movements you can see up here. Okay, so the reason why I took this, I'm actually waiting for a trade here. Okay, because this is actually a buy trend right now that has just started, because we have a change of character here. So having seen that this is buying, you can also check the H1. You can see that the H1 too is buying. Okay, the H1 is actually buying as well. It has been doing the higher high and the higher low movements. That's an established buy trend you have here. And the next time frame, you can see the 30 minutes is also doing the same thing. Of course, the 15 minutes is also doing the same thing, even though it's doing a pullback. But of course, if you're checking the H4, the pullbacks on smaller time frames are going to look like a complete trend of its own. So that's why you don't have to look at the smaller time frame alone and forget about the bigger picture. So the bigger picture says I'm buying. The smaller picture does both the buying and the selling. And of course, if you're an intraday trader and you're trading the 5 minutes time frame, you would have made money both from the buy movements and the sell movements as well. And so right here, I know that the major time frame is buying. All I had to do was place my trend line. Let me take this off. This is the trend line I'm dealing with right here. Place this trend line here. Let me put this back. This is the trend line I'm talking about. I had to mark this trend line to be able to see clearly what the market is doing. And so every time price came to that zone, I go to my 5 minutes and look for an entry. Let me drop this down a little. I go to my 5 minutes and look for an entry. And then from the 5 minutes, you can see that every time price came to that trend line, look at the trend line down here. There's always a cross of the moving average confirming the buy. If you have not seen the video where I explain this, go check the video on the description below, or I'm going to be dropping the video right here. Check anywhere in this video right here, up here. You're going to see the link to the video where I explain how you can trade that strategy. Now, every time price pulled back on 5 minutes to that trend line, you can see that the moving average crossed for a buy, right? Because the original trend is a buy trend. Every time it came back to that trend line, it's always crossed for a buy. So guys, these things are very simple. It's just for you to know what to do. And a lot of people don't want to learn these things. They just want to wake up and become a millionaire overnight in trading. Well, I wish you all the best, but guys, it doesn't happen that way. You have to put in effort to learn first of all before you can actually earn. That's how it is done. So right now, we've come to the very recent data of the buy trend on H4. Now, if you can check very well, my moving average has not crossed. and that's the reason why I haven't taken the buy trade yet. The other condition was met on V10IS. That's the reason why I took for buy. But for V75IS, it doesn't met just yet. That I haven't taken the buy yet. You see the reason why sometimes indicators can really help you stay out of trouble. Even though you say indicators are lagging, but guys, indicators are not profitable for those who do not know price action. So you cannot cut corners in this business. Try to know almost everything, because you will need them at some point in time. You don't put your eggs in one basket. If you know about that, you can't put your eggs in one basket. So you have to know what you're looking out for. And what works for one person might not work for you, because you haven't taken time to understand why that person does what he does. So right now in this chart, you can see I am waiting right now for the condition to be met here. It has bounced off, but it hasn't crossed to confirm a buy. So that's what I'm waiting for right here. And that's the reason why I haven't taken this trade. So the price is actually at the zone where I'm expecting it to buy, but my conditions for buy on 5 minutes has not been met. I hope you understand that. So now let's go to the 10 minutes, the V10IS, and let me tell you why I took this trade. So like I said, the condition is all the time frames beginning from 4 hours should be on the same trend. So you can see that price was trending upward right here. Is doing an upward movement already. Price is doing an upward movement, as you can see. Price is doing an upward movement, as you can see. It's giving us higher high and higher lows. And now it has created another higher high here, where we have this, okay, where we have our take profit set, where I have my take profit set. And now I take this to be a pullback, because as long as this low is still concerned, as long as this low is concerned, this is still a buy trend. So as long as price pulled back to this point, this is a better price to buy from. So anywhere around this zone here, anywhere around this zone is a place to look out for a buy trade. And that's the reason why I'm waiting patiently. So right now, H1 as well is doing the buy thing. The buy trade is still up on H1. Okay, look at the trend line. Don't forget, you have to mark this thing so that you know exactly what you're looking for. And on H1, every time price came to that zone, it will cross for a buy. If we go to 5 minutes as well, we're going to see the same thing. So right here where we are, price has crossed for a buy, even though there's still a lot of room here for price to pull back to. And that's why we don't, sometimes you cannot say, okay, because there's room, you now allow your trade to run all through. If I let this trade run all through and place maybe stop loss right here under this line, it's going to blow this account. This account is going to blow. So I have to take it one at a time, okay? Place the trade and take the recent stop loss you have to take for that trade. So right now, this trade is actually buying, and my conditions for buy are met. Check 15 minutes. It's a confirmed buy trend. 15 minutes has started its own upward movement and has given us a change of character as well on this time frame. It has given us its own change of character, confirming that there is a possible buy movement in this trade left, okay? And so you still have to protect your accounts, how be it, because you don't know what the market can do. So for now, on 15 minutes trend, there is a buy movement going on. And so I went to 5 minutes and I confirmed that yes, 5 minutes has also met the criteria for buy. And that's the reason why I took my entry right here for buy. I took this buy entry right here on this account. Looking at the fact that this account is a small account, I gave this signal on my Telegram group. I opened this trade on this small account and other accounts, and then this is it. I was selling, and so I took my entry from M5, and that was how I gave that signal. So guys, this is very simple. If you want to actually trade and trade well, you have to factor in all of these kind of conditions, especially still trying to trade well. You have to factor in all of this. So guys, if this video has in any way helped you, do well to give this video a thumbs up, and please guys, subscribe guys, give this video your likes, your thumbs up, please. Right. So guys, thank you very much for sitting to this time, for watching this video. And my name is Dynamite, and this is Dynamite FX, and welcome once again to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.